like is gone.
Now if we could just get rid of Fire's irritating personality.
It's Dawson's doing, really. He insists I never leave home without it.
Huh? And Dawson is?
The family butler, of course. Hey, Fire, is that your book bag beeping?
Huh?
Maybe you should check later.
Right.
Huh? Why? Is it Dawson beeping a reminder to change baby Kiko's diaper?
Nice try, Eric. But next time you want to make a cutting remark, don't use a blunt instrument.
Huh?
I think she means your brain.
Speaking of brains, geek, how would you like yours? Scrambled, scattered, or...
Thanks, Fire.
For what? I've been wanting to nail that bully Eric for weeks. Oh, At just fielded a message from Professor Krupnik. We need to check it out right away.
Please, my private screening room is at your disposal.
Oh, disposal is right. This place is a dump.
Shh.
Adventurers, the hacker's building up power for another attack on history. His target area is the city of Boston in the Massachusetts Bay Colony, April the 18th, 1775. Ad has the coordinates, but I'm not sure of the hacker's objective. Go quickly, and good luck.
What? Another power failure?
Power is now at maximum for my next assault on history. Well, my beauties, your algorithms are complete. You know what you must do. Time does not wait. Now, go! Transformation complete!
Maybe Gruber forgot to pay the bill. Huh?
Professor Gruber, what happened?
That should be obvious to brains as astute as yours.
Power failure it is.
What's not so obvious is what all of you were doing in that supply closet.
We were on our way to the library, but when the lights went out, we came in here looking for this.
Very well, then. Follow me. With 2 lights, we can't possibly go wrong.
Nevin, time's running out.
Have no fear, Kiko. Ad is here.
I think Gruber needs to cool off, don't you? Let us spray.
What? What's going on?
Looks like a fire, sir. Maybe you should investigate.
Yes, right, of course. Stay outside where it's safe until I sound the all clear.
Yeah.
Great work, Ad. You've done it again.
Well, I like to make a splash. Come on, let's get to the lab. All right, here it goes. Set your sights and put your buckles on your shoes for Boston, Massachusetts, April the 18th, 1775.
The bracing smell of the sea. Boston, 1775, eh?
Can you brief us on the local scene?
We're on the brink of revolution. The British colonies we now call the USA are suffering under the jackboot of oppression.
Don't bother. Those soldiers are British regulars.
Yeah. In the American Revolution, they...
Might even be the same regiment as my great-uncle, General Josiah Whitney IV.
Paul! Paul! What do you think you're doing?
I'm pretty sure those guys are wearing jack boots. Or maybe it's more of a Cuban heel. Either way, it's not a good idea to...
Once I introduce myself, I'm sure those friendly fellows will be happy to tell another Brit what's up. Hey, guys, could I speak with you?
Did you hear that, sir? The only words I've been hearing from them colonials lately is insults or worse.
Corporal, I have to agree. And since that one looks like another troublemaking son of liberty, the only words he'll get from me are...
You're under arrest.
Hold it right there, rebel scum! Paul! Follow us before those friendly fellows turn you into shish kebab!
There's more of them. Let's go.
Wait for me! In here!
Where did those sneaky little pests disappear to?
It's no matter. We might as well let them go. By tonight, once we've clapped that loudmouth rebel leader Sam Adams and his dandified friend John Hancock in chains... The rest of the colonial rabble will be as lost as a chicken without its head!
What a couple of unfriendly fellas.
Hey, why do you think the only ship in the harbor is a British man of war?
The rebel colonials, sons of liberty, Americans, call them what you want while they're kicking up a stink because the Brits closed the port after the Boston Tea Party.
Isn't that a little harsh? Just for throwing a party?
This was a bit wilder than one of your end-of-termers. The Boston Tea Party was when a group of rebels dressed up as Native Americans stole the tea from the British ships and threw it into the harbor.
Oh, yeah, right. And wasn't there some kind of catchy slogan, too? Something like...
Excuse me, but...
Taxation without representation is tyranny!
I hate to say it, sir, but that scrawny little rebel is really making me mad.
We've still got a few minutes before our appointment with history. I say we turn some hull in the harbor and be done with it.
Move, move, move!
Nice going, Paul.
If you're not careful, you'll kick the American Revolution off to an early start.
In here!
I think we've lost them.
Paul Revere? Hey, this must be his own shop. Incredible!
I prefer Wedgwood myself, but it's not bad.
No, that's not the point. There's an incredibly famous poem about a midnight ride this same guy made to warn two revolutionary leaders.
That the British were coming to arrest them!
Exactly.
On the other hand, I'm afraid these two are after us, courtesy of my big mouth.
Be upstairs in the living quarters. And that's where he'll stay.
Open in the name of His Majesty, the King!
So they weren't trying to arrest us after all.
When exactly does Paul Revere make that famous ride?
Of course! Now I get it! He rides tonight!
Not if he's under house arrest.
Which means those soldiers must be...
The Viroid twins sent by the hacker to change history by stopping Paul Revere!
If Revere's arrested, then he can't warn the revolutionaries, John Hancock and Sam Adams.
So Hancock and Adams will get captured?
I'm afraid so.
The American Declaration of Independence was signed right here in Massachusetts by John Hancock. If he's arrested, there's no signature, no declaration, no...
There's no United States of America!
You got it!
Mr. and Mrs. Revere, I, Lieutenant Colonel Smythe Jones of His Majesty's Royal Infantry, must inform you that Corporal Swill and I have been ordered to take up temporary residence in your extremely humble abode.
Hey, what if we don't want any of the king's freeloading lackeys invading our home?
Paul Jr., keep a civil tongue in your head.
Listen to your mother, Pipsqueak. And keep an eye on that stew. I would hate to see it burn.
It doesn't look like Paul Revere's going anywhere soon, riding or otherwise.
Here comes another patrol. We've got to hide.
I have no choice, Rachel. I have to warn Hancock and Adams.
Forgive me, Miss Revere, but your stew is starting to burn. You better close that window, sir. It's chilly out there.
There's nothing we can do until dark. Let's go check on the troops.
Allow me. It's a poor guest who doesn't help his hostess at the table.
Oh, hey!
Oops.
Watch what you're doing, you clumsy oaf! I'm sorry, Mother, but I'm not hungry.
Please forgive the lad, Lieutenant Colonel. His manners are rough.
No matter. His Majesty's troops will soon be teaching all you colonials a lesson you'll never forget.
So now we know the troops are going by sea.
Huh?
Well, Paul Revere had a warning system with lanterns. 1, if they were coming by land, and 2, if they were coming by sea. The lanterns were hung as warnings to the revolutionaries. They were hung from the highest point in town. The lanterns, that is, not the revolutionaries. All right, gang, no virus agents are gonna stop Hancock and Adams seeing this. So, the code was...
1 was if the troops were marching the long way round by land, right?
Right. 1 by land and 2 by sea.
Right. So it's 2 we need, since they're rowing to the other side.
Good. This ought to tell the Sons of Liberty what to expect.
And now it's time for that midnight ride.
Right, but first we need a little diversion.
Oh, it won't be long. Soon it will be too late for Mr. Revere to ride anywhere.
Hurry up! We've got to get Paul Revere out of there, or the whole signing thing just isn't gonna happen.
All set, Ryan.
Swell! We need to check on that. Everyone, get over here!
Come on! There's no time to lose! Hooray!
It's no use. We'll never catch her.
Swell! Back to the house!
Here! Whoa! Whoa! Nice dismount, Mr. Revere.
Run all the way to Lexington if you can!
After what we put in his drink, he'll be lucky if he can make it to the end of the block.
We better make sure no one else makes that ride either.
No one so far.
Even if they try it, we'll be riding them down in no time flat.
How
True, how true. This time, my beauties, it looks as though you've done it.
Give up history! You're doomed!
That's my horse.
Magnificent animal. It reminds me of my polo pony back home.
I can't ride. Something from dinner. My stomach.
Paul, what about your tea?
Hardly the time for a tea ceremony.
Your fenugreek tea.
Of course. A cup of this will have your stomach right in no time.
There is no time. You're a horseman. You go.
Just because I have a horse doesn't mean I...
Oh, Paul.
Whoa there. Attaboy.
Good luck. Hancock and Adams are at Buckman's Tavern.
That's it, Mr. Revere. This'll make you feel better in no time.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa! That must be Revere's replacement! Stop him!
You pig!
Look! It's Paul and the Byron twins!
Go, Paul, go!
Time to put an end to this revolution, huh?
Huh?
No one say a word. I've got a plan.
Horsey, where'd you go?
Here's one son of liberty who ain't warning no one anytime soon.
Who's there? Can you help me find my horse?
This'll do perfectly. Kiko, throw me that rope in the back.
I can hardly wait to see the son of a pumpkin we have caught.
Oh, it's one of those time-traveling kids!
You don't think those bozos in the wagon were his friends, do you?
Easy does it. That's it, old girl. A little farther.
Perfect, Nevin. Get ready!
It won't be long now! You're right. It's just beyond that tree, I imagine.
Way to go, Nevin!
Hey, guys! Pumpkin pie, anyone?
Actually, Paul, your tea was quite enough. Mind if I take over from here?
History wouldn't have it any other way.
Gentlemen, before we go, here are the young friends of liberty I spoke of.
John Hancock and Samuel Adams at your service. The cause of independence owes you all a debt of gratitude.
Oh, no! Hancock and Adams are won! Which means history is back on track! And the Master will be furious!
glorious is an understatement.
It wasn't our fault. We had Revere locked up tight, but then...
Silence! Get out of my sight! Next time I will reprogram the imbeciles. Next time, history will be mine.
Okay, let's head for home.
All right, here it goes.
Well?
Okay, John Hancock signed the Declaration of Independence at the bottom on the 2nd of August, 1776. And by that act, the United States of America was born!
Well, well, well. So you made it to the library after all. Huh? What nonsense are you reading now? I beg your pardon. Actually, I was quite fond of this poem myself, back when I was a lad. Listen, my children, and you will hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. They don't make poems or heroes the way they used to.
Actually, that poem wasn't quite how it happened. For a start, it doesn't mention my role of it.
Excuse me?
Sorry, just a malfunctioning game module.